Hello everyone, good day, good morning, good night, whatever time it is. So here's what I transform into, because why not? And I wanted to get glam this day, and I thought doing a matte smoky eye would be a great idea. So let's get going. And so I'm starting off with the AOA Poreless Primer. I don't really use primer, but I kind of have it, so I'm just using it to kind of get rid of it. So I'm just applying it into my T-zone. Now I'm going with the AOA Sculpt FX contour stick and putting that in all the contour areas, the forehead, cheekbones, nose, and jawline. Then after this, I'm going in with the Elf Camo Concealer and using this to highlight under my eyes. I'm using a shade that's probably like 5 to 6 shades lighter than my skin tone, or even higher, and then using that to highlight my face, because we're going to go with the foundation soon. And I'm using 2 different kabuki brushes, one for the highlighter and one for the contour. Alright, so now I am going in with the Wet n Wild liquid highlighter in Gilded Glow, using this on the high points of my face and blending it all out the same way I blended everything out. I'm using the brush we used to highlight the face to blend it out. Now I'm going with the Amuse matte foundation and using this on a sponge and then stamping it into the skin. And again, simple as that, because it's not that complicated. Now I'm using the Covergirl Invisible Concealer just to add a little more coverage for my under eyes, as I've been really tired, so I need that coverage. And with this one, I like to always wet my beauty blender, just because I find it gets really kind of cakey. So best thing to do is wet your beauty blender, then blend it out. And then set it right away with the AOA Banana Setting Powder, or setting powder in banana, whichever way you'd like to say it. Now going in with the Body Shop Matte Clay Concealer, and this is the shade just above mine, so it's 42. Use this to prime my eyelids for the eyeshadow that we're about to go in with. And for the eyeshadow palette, I'm using the Morphe Dare to Create 39A palette, and starting with the shade Sunder and putting that right into the crease and blending it out. This get ready, I will debut some of my favorite songs I've been listening to, like this one here. Don't judge me. Because, yeah, it's Céline Dion. So you gotta love her. Now going in with another shade from that palette in Deep Hue, adding that to the outer corner, and we are going to just stamp that on and kind of blend it out in the process, kind of like doing a 2-in-1. Stamping and blending and singing, and stamping and blending and singing. That's how it's gonna go. You are welcome. So now going in with Cut Crease, and I'm going to use that right next to Deep Hue that we used on the outer corner, and using this kind of to transition into like an ombre on the eyelid. So using that, blending it all out into one another, and then we will be going with the next shade in just a moment. And this shade is Bear. There we go, forgot what it was. So using this on the lid right next to that shade we just used. And I actually thought it would probably be better to go in with concealer and then go back in with it. So I take the Body Shop Matte Clay Concealer again on a eyeshadow brush and put that on the lid as if you were to cut your crease. But we're not really going to be that precise. And then going in with the cream shade from the Huda Beauty Warm Up Sessions palette, putting that in my inner corner, And then again, keep on blending it all out. And I do go back in with Bare later, but I'm not sure if I show that. Lining my upper waterline with level liner, eyeliner, and black. And then going to blend it out with a like little accent brush. Again, very, very simple. More dancing with Sean. And putting eyeliner in my waterline as well. And yeah, brushing away the baking powder that we had on, so the setting powder we put on. And then taking, I believe this is the first shade we use, and it's called Thunder, and just blending out and buffing out the lower lash line. I did say this was a matte smoky eye, but I do want to put a little sparkle in my inner corner. Like, I love my inner corner highlight, as you can tell probably from my past videos. So that's why I put just a little bit of the Wet n Wild Gilded Glow in my inner corner. And there was something on my brush, I believe it was the highlighter. So my cheek was a little extra sparkly that day, but it was fine. I just used one of the shades from the Dare to Create palette as my bronzer this day. And then we go in with the Amuse brow powder, fill in the brow. And then after this, we go in with the AOA brow gel. And my brow routine is so simple. Like, I fill in my brows because, like, I only have, like, sparse end of my brows, and the front are pretty full. So I just gotta make sure the tails are filled in, and then go in with a brow gel. And it is hair time. Oh, I feel so bad for you guys watching this video. Anyway, so I'm just putting a little bit of mascara on my lower lash line, and then we are going to begin the hair after I put all of my heat protectant in. And I'll list it down below what the name is. So brushing it out, and I'm going to do straightener curls today. I don't have a whole lot of tips for doing straightener curls. Yeah, so I just begin by straightening out the top of the hair to make sure it's all smooth, because I hate when hair feels like kind of, I guess, rough or bumpy. So I like to smooth it all out, and then at the very, like, before I get to the end, I go back up and redo it, and then go back down once more, and then do the final curl. If that makes sense. If not, you can watch it, and that's how I do it. And I'm just going to speed forward this, so enjoy. So final piece is done, and time to move on to the lips. So for the lips, I'm going in with first before the lipstick, I'm taking the contour stick and applying that along like the edge of my lips to kind of add a shadow. You can do a sip of beforehand, but I like to do it on top of my foundation because I feel like you don't see it afterwards. So just lining my lips, blending it out, and then we're going to go on top of that with the lipstick. And for the lipstick, I want to use the Body Shop lipstick in the shade 601. So this one's more like a pinky nude shade. And it's like a creamy formula. This is some of their newer lipsticks after they like kind of revamped their old Color Crush line. And that's all I do. So that's the finished look, and I hope you guys enjoyed.